Hey, I'm on. Yes. Anuha, tell me if you could hear me. Tell me if you could hear me. The screen is not probably super clear because this is my new, it's not new, it's a used, cheaper Hewlett Packard HP ProBook. Hopefully next month I'll get a better one. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Say yes or no. Okay. You can hear me. Okay. This is the new Yeshua of Israel. He on the island too. I'm happy because I got this inexpensive used HP ProBook little laptop Chromebook. It works. It's not the best, but it's working. I'm very happy. Yes. Even though I'm happy, uh, but I try to think of things what Job says. Who darkens my counsel? I know nothing. So remain remain smiling. Um, this video is unexpected, like a lot of my other videos, and it's going to be interesting. Uh, I got maybe just two. I'm gonna read maybe just one verse from Leviticus. Then I'm gonna read like from 1 to 16 in the book of Isaiah prophecy. And then I'm gonna show you a quick video clip, like, and it's gonna all connect and merge together. Can you walk in the footsteps of Job's life? You please the Most High. Yeah. Excuse me. Job is powerful, and he's not even an Israelite. Okay. You saw the title. I don't remember the title because this is an unexpected video, but it has to deal with prophecy. Uh, People are going to return back to their own land. Separation is afloat. And I'm going to explain it all once we get on. We're going to give, let me sit down. Like, it's 10:57. We're not going to stay too long because it's late. Oh, I got an appointment tomorrow morning. I got to get out of this house like early. So, and this is not going to be long. I'm not going to play the whole video. I'm going to play a little section. You're going to get the point. We're at 3 minutes, 21, 22 seconds. I'm going to give people like 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes to come in the room. Whoever comes in the room comes in the room. If they don't, it'll just be me and the powerful Hebrew sister woman, Nuha. And I don't give any pre-notifications, so people don't know that I'm coming on. But when I saw this clip, I said, yeah, we're living in the end times, definitely. I know people said that before. I said that before, but we don't have the timetable. But we're in the season. But with this thing that I'm going to share with you, you guys can look it up for yourself too. It's like, yo, praise the Most High. Yep, praise the Most High. We're at 4 minutes, 15 seconds. Oh, as soon as I'm done, I got to take a shower, brush my teeth, take a shower, and head on. I'm going to try to do it quickly, but precisely. All right, boom. And I was going to save it for tomorrow, but there's a hurricane. It's like Hurricane Iran or whatever. And it was set to go to Mexico, Texas, and Florida and all that stuff like that. But it's in the Atlantic. He said it's coming by Puerto Rico, and I'm like 100 and something miles away from Puerto Rico. Like, it's separated by ocean, but or it's 200 miles. I don't know. But so the wind is blowing like crazy, blowing the trees, and I was going to like, I don't want to rush the video. I'll do it tomorrow, but who knows? I may not have electricity tomorrow. I pray, we have to pray, most high willing, that we wake up in the morning, that everything is okay, and you know, maybe the computers will be all wiped out. And I didn't give the video, so I'm not going to procrastinate. Why wait till tomorrow when you can do it today? Yep. Most high controls the weather. And people think, and they'll say, "Oh, they're controlling the weather with the weather machines, weather manipulation." Yes, yes, but people don't realize Proverbs 16. Uh, the Most High made everything for Himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. He sends the evil spirits. He sends the evil heathen Gentiles upon us. He uses them. So, like somebody that only thinks one dimensional, they say, "Oh, no, it's this Caucasian guy, and the scientists are manipulating the weather." He puts it in their minds to do it. And for people, since they think one dimensional, "Oh, no, it wasn't the Most High, it was him." No, the Most High controls everybody. In Ecclesiastes, I'm a student of King Solomon. In Ecclesiastes, it says, I think it's in chapter 7, maybe chapter 9, I think it's chapter 9, whatever. But it says, I try not to memorize chapters and stuff. It says, love, hate, good, and evil. All has been predetermined by the Most High from the beginning. So if the heathens are manipulating the weather with their weather machines, the Most High put it in their minds to do it. He controls everything. That's what people don't realize. They think, "Oh, no, that wasn't the Most High." Yes, Amos 3:6. If there's evil in any city, Amos said, the Most High said, "Haven't I done it?" No, it's just Satan. No, Satan is under the control of the Most High. He's a puppet like us. You were taught wrong in Christianity. JD Israel, great to have you in the house. Guess what? I'm starting at 8 minutes. We're at 7 minutes, 52 seconds. So I'm going to be starting with the King uh, Israelite, JD Israel, and I'm going to be starting with a Nuha. There could be other people watching, but they're not on the live chat. It's 8:08. I'm going to start. You've seen the title. I can't remember the title because I'm doing this video quickly. I typed it's not in my notes. I saw this video clip. I want to share it with you. My notes and my videos and my notes. This is a Torah and Tanakh only Hebrew Israelite channel. The true and only Israelites are the niggers that have been scattered to the four corners of this flat earth, who only suffer the curse of Deuteronomy 20 and Leviticus 26, and no other people suffer these curses. We're the only people that are hated on the earth by everybody. And there's a price to pay for that. You're not escaping. You don't believe in no JC, no New Testament, none of the other books. It's enough. Ecclesiastes 12:13, for the conclusion of the whole matter, the sole purpose of man is to fear him and keep his commandments. Yep. JD Israel. Isaiah 45, he said, I form the light, I create darkness. I make peace, I create evil. I the most I do all these things. Deuteronomy 32, he said, I will vindicate my people. I'm the one that does vengeance. Problem is the people don't read. That's in the law. Deuteronomy 32, look it up. He said, I will vindicate my people. I'm the one that does vengeance. Not the white man, not the Asian, the fake post-Columbus Asian, none of them, not the Russians, the creator, the God of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, the one in Exodus 3:14 that told Moses to tell Pharaoh, let my people go to come and worship me. My name forever is I am that I am, I will. Listen, I'm not going to keep you guys long, it's late, I'm going to be very respectful. When I saw this video clip, it because how I view life and things, I view it through this. I view it through this. It cannot. They call it the Old Testament. When I saw this video clip, I said, yo, This is Isaiah chapter 13. I'm going to read your comments at the end. So when I saw this video clip, I said, yo, the separation is right in front of us. We can't see it. It's inching along, but it's right in front of us. So let me read the verses. Then I'm going to show you the videos, and the video is going to explain it all. Again, it's great to have you guys on. First verse I'm going to read from Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26. Most High's talking to the Israelite, the Levites, and the Israelites. Leviticus 20, verse 26. You shall be holy to me, for I, the Lord, am holy. I have set you apart from other people to be mine. Let me read that again. Listen up, what I just said. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26. You shall be holy to me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and I have set you apart from other people to be mine. Set apart means to be separated. He said he has severed us from all the people. And the severing has begun, 2025. You're going to see it in the video. Let me get to the next one. Isaiah chapter 30. Isaiah chapter 13. I'm going to read a couple verses out of that. I'm going right to the video clip. Remember what I said? He says, I separate you from the other people. That's what's going to happen. It happened before. It's going to happen again. Remember, I'm a student of King Solomon. In Ecclesiastes, it says, what occurs, occurred. What happens, has happened. There's nothing new under the sun. It also says, what I recall is that everything reoccurs. Nothing can be added, nothing can be taken away. It's happening now. We're living in the end time, for real. I'm reading, I don't have to read, I can go right to the point, but I'm going to just read verses 1 to 16. I'm going to show the video. Isaiah chapter 13. The Babylon pronouncement, a prophecy of Isaiah, son of Amoz. Raise a standard upon Bear Hill. Cry aloud to them. Wave a hand and let them enter the gates of the nobles. I have summoned my purified guests to execute my wrath. You're going to be involved, Israelite, whether you want to or not. Behold, I have called my stalwart, my proudly exalted ones. Hark, a tumult on the mountains, as of a mighty force. Hark, an uproar of kingdoms, nations assembling. The Lord of hosts is mustering a host for war. War is coming, Israelites. They come from a distant land, from the end of the sky, the Lord with his weapons of his wrath to ravage all the earth. Howl, for the day of the Lord is near. It shall come like havoc from Shaddai. Therefore all hands shall grow limp, and all men's hearts shall sink, and overcome by terror. They shall be seized by pangs and thrones. Wither like a woman in travail, they shall gaze at each other in horror, their faces livid with fright. Lo, the day of the Lord is coming with pitiless fury and wrath, to make the earth a desolation, to wipe out the sinners upon it, to wipe out the sinners upon it. The stars and constellations of heaven shall not give off their light, and the sun shall be dark when it rises, and the moon shall diffuse no glow. And I will requite to the world its evil. That means I will pay back. And I will requite to the world its evil, and to the wicked their iniquity. I will put an end to the pride of the arrogant and humble the haughtiness of the tyrant. I will make people scarcer than fine gold, a man gold of Ephah. That's what he's going to say he's going to do to the loyal Israelite man. Therefore, verse 13 of chapter 13 of Isaiah, therefore shall heaven be shaken, and earth leap out of its place at the fury of the Lord of hosts, on the day of his burning wrath. It's coming, Israelite. Then, like gazelles that are chased, and like sheep that no man gathers, each listen, this is the core of my video. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14 to 16. Then the gazelles that are chased, and like sheep that no man gather, each man shall turn back to his people. They shall flee everyone to his land. Let me read that again. This is the core of why I'm making this video. And that video clip I'm getting ready to show you. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14. Then, like gazelles that are chased, and like sheep that no man gathers, each man shall turn back to his people. They shall flee everyone to his land. All who remain shall be pierced through. All who are caught shall fall by the sword, and their babies shall be dashed to pieces in their sight. Their homes shall be plundered, and their wives shall be raped. That's in Isaiah chapter 13. There's more, but I'm not going to go into it. The core verse is, then like gazelles that are chased, and like the sheep that no man gathered, each man shall turn back to his people. They shall flee every one to his own land. Now watch the video. Let me put fair use, fair use. This is what's going on in 2025. 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. I sent this to a couple people telling them, and I was involved in interracial marriage and so forth and so on. I was a Christian back then. And listen, I'll be honest with you. In these end times in Jeremiah, it says, like, don't marry, don't have kids. Read it for yourself. This is not exactly about that, but read it for yourself. So, to me, you get a concubine, wifey. In the meantime, nothing super, super serious, because of what Jeremiah says. And, so you can just, like me, I need company. I need somebody. I don't, think. Full Negro type woman, half Negro type woman, to me doesn't really matter, because most of the people in the world and most of the women, I'm not talking about a Nuha type of women, those are undivided loyalty to the Most High. Not out of order, in order, following the laws of the Most High. But the majority of the women are boss bitches and, head honchos, strong black women and all that. I'm not down for none of that. Listen, let me tell you something about being, for you women, like you Hebrew women, I ain't talking to you. You are the best women on the planet, but you're only a small, tiny, tiny microspeck in relations to the majority of the women. And a lot of the Negro women are women. They are the sergeant and lieutenant of our biblical enemy. They work against us with the heathen, majority of them, because they're not law keepers. They're out of order. Remember what the Most High told the seer, the prophet of King Jehoshaphat in 2 Chronicles chapter 19. When you read 2 Chronicles chapter 18, King Jehoshaphat is friends with King Ahab. And King Ahab sends him a letter saying, listen, I want to fight against Ramoth Gilead, and I need you to help me. And he says, my soldiers are your soldiers, I'm yours, you're mine, we're together, whatever. And he goes and fights with King Ahab against the king of Ramoth Gilead. The Most High kills King Ahab, and they almost kill King Jehoshaphat, but he prays while they're chasing him. The Ramoth Gilead army's chasing him. Most High, please don't let them kill me. And he made it back to his Jerusalem. And then as soon as he got back, King Jehoshaphat's seer came to him, his prophet came to him, and he said, listen, I got a word from the Most High. This is what he said to me to tell you. He said, why do you aid wicked ones? Why do you befriend those that hate me? King Ahab made it his business to break every law of the Most High on a daily basis and teach everybody else to. So King Jehoshaphat's seer, when the Most High saved him from getting killed, he just killed King Ahab. He let him get killed by the warriors of the army of Ramoth Gilead. And his seer said, I have a word from the Most High. He said, why do you aid the wicked? Why do you befriend those who hate me? Israelite, if you didn't know, the people that hate the Most High are all law breakers. A lot of the nigger women and the nigger men, there's only a small remnant. I've been telling you, only 600,000 left Egypt and only 70 made it, and that's not even 1%. 600,000 and only 1%. Only 70. It's less than, it's a crazy tiny number. So all those people, King Ahab was an Israelite, but he's considered an adversary of the Most High. He hates the Most High, and the Most High hates him. You just put him in his earth story. So any Israelite that wants to eat pork and shrimps and live like the heathen Gentiles, they're an enemy and adversary of the Most High. So guess what? You know, I don't like, oh, concubine, Israelite woman. Yeah, I got a niggle type woman, but they don't keep law. They don't want it. They want to just live normal. All of them. You know, so they got somebody for company. You know, so and guess what? If you read Ezekiel chapter 9, he says, the guy with the white robe and the satchel bag, he says, uh, start killing at my house. And I'm going to put a mark. He said, put a mark on the forehead of all those who cry and sigh about the abominations in Israel. That's what I'm doing on this channel. I'm crying and I'm sighing about the abominations of Israel. The majority of you people are lawless. Most High is going to kill you. I read it Ezekiel, Isaiah chapter 13. He says, it's coming to the earth with fiery fury to desolate the earth and to destroy the sinners in the earth. Sinners are lawbreakers. They ain't keeping Sabbath. They ain't doing none of the feast days. They're not doing none of that. They're following the Most High's arch enemy, Caucasians and all the heathen Gentiles. Remember, in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15 to 17, he says, all the nations unto me, this is the Creator speaking through the prophet Isaiah, says, all the nations are unto me are like a drop that falleth from the bucket, the small dust that abounds, considered a very little thing. All nations before me are as nothing, less than nothing and vanity. And when the Israelites are praying in Psalm 79, they say, Most High, pour your wrath upon the heathens, for they have not known me. When we read Habakkuk chapter 2, he says, their spirit is not made upright in them. When you read in Ecclesiastes, it said, the Most High said, look what I've done. I made them twisted, and they can't be made straight. That's why they're so wicked. You say, God, they keep doing shit. Watch, you're going to see what they're doing right now. This is end time prophecies. They're not doing it. The Most High is putting it in them to do it. So let me show this. I already said fair use, fair use. This is going to show you the separation is aloft, and what's coming at the end, everybody's going back to their own land. So I'm gonna preview it to you before you find out about it. Hold on, let me find it. Okay. Sorry. Okay, check it out. Fair use, fair use. We put this up. Hold it sideways. Check it out.
Not if, when they come for interracial marriage, I'm telling you, there's going to be a whole lot of fucking white people that walk away from their partners.
Okay, hold on, wait. I can't make it big.
Hello, so welcome back to my channel. Okay. Not if, when they come for interracial marriage, I'm telling you, there's going to be a whole lot of fucking white people that walk away from their partners. Hello, so welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also indicate each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVP. So lovely. So I came across this video on my For You, and I thought to share where internet is reacting to the fact that Republicans are wanting to put a stop to interracial marriages. They actually talked about how interracial marriages should be determined by
talking about
interracial
marriages in America.
Platform, and I was able to put on some of those teachings.
Remember the verses I gave you. He's severing us from all the people, and all the people are going to be returning back to their own land.
In the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. All right, now please, let's dive into it. When you want that diversity to shine within our federal system, there are going to be rules and proceedings. They're going to be out of sync with maybe what other states would do. It's a beauty of the system, and that's where the differences among points of view in our 50 states ought to express themselves. And I'm not saying that rule would apply in general, depending on the topic, but it should mostly be in general, because it's hard to have it on issues that you just are interested in when you deny it for others with a different point of view. So you would be okay with the Supreme Court leaving the question of interracial marriage to the states? Yes, I think that that's something that if you're not wanting the Supreme Court to weigh in on issues like that, you're not going to be able to have your cake and eat it too. I think that's hypocritical. Good evening, everybody. I'm coming on here because I want to say this. He's coming against interracial marriage, and as some of you know who have followed me for a while, my husband is white. And he doesn't want it to go to the Supreme Court because he does not want it to be a federal ban, because he knows he won't get that, right? Loving versus Virginia is entrenched in the Constitution, right? It's there. He would have to come against it. And so what he wants to do is he wants to leave it to the states. He wants the states to decide if you can be married to a different race, right? And y'all, this is the height of racism. This is the epitome of racism. They are saying that they don't want anybody to be married to white people but white people, right? And I want you guys to understand what happened if you married somebody in the 50s and you were black and they were white. Some of y'all need to go ahead and watch Loving versus Virginia, the movie. That woman was arrested so many times and just treated abominably, right? And I want y'all to know that this man loved his wife so much that when they went to the Supreme Court to have the right to be a family, because that's all he wanted to do was be a family. And he said, just tell them that I love my wife. But your current government, your current president wants to come against that. So everybody that is married to Hispanics, Latinos, and especially the ones that are black presenting, Asians who have the darker skin, Caribbean people, Africans. So we're all in this now, right? We're all in this together. He doesn't want you to be able to be married to anybody white. Yep. And he wants to give it to the states so that if it went to the Supreme Court, you know, Thomas is married to a white woman. Amy Coney Barrett has black children. So they know that they're not going to get what they need from them. So they know that they will probably defect and go to the other ones, the other side, and vote with them. And they will lose. And they will lose big. So if they give it to the states, now they don't want to federalize anything now because, you know, he's federalized the troops, but he doesn't want to federalize this. He does not want to come against the federal law. He wants to come against the state law. He wants the states to decide. So I'm going to tell you, Texas, you just need to know right now. Okay? Missouri, you just need to know right now. Indiana, you just need to know right now. This is shameful for the black people who voted for him. You disgust me. You're the 16% that did it. The 16% of black men, you disgust me. And the 8% of black women, you disgust me because you were bamboozled. You were hoodwinked. And then the rest of you, the fact that you are a one-issue voter got us here. Now is America great again? Good evening, everybody.
Okay, before I get into this, so you know, I'm speaking from the perspective as a white man in an interracial marriage. And this is for other white people, so y'all aren't fucking surprised when this happens. When, not if, when they come for interracial marriage, I'm telling you, there's going to be a whole lot of fucking white people that walk away from their partners, from their kids. There's going to be so many white people right now that are like, oh my God, no way, that would never happen. You're just fear-mongering, or you're just this and that. No, listen. I've made a video about interracial marriage before, and the amount of comments that I've gotten from people about their white partners who are completely not in touch with politics or not political are a lot. You will see white partners in these marriages choose white supremacy over their own partners and children. I promise you. Because mind you, these white people have partners and children that look like the people that are being snatched by ICE. They're watching Trump on down talk about their partners. Being DEI hires at work doesn't move them. They don't give a fuck. These same partners, white partners, tokenize their spouse at every turn. So I can't be racist. I have a black, indigenous spouse of color. Y'all see it on here all the time. But when the pressure hits and it's building, white people fucking fold to white supremacy all the goddamn time. That's what's happening right now on a national scale. And we're seeing it. We got concentration camps in America. We got the National Guard in LA and DC. We got ICE is snatching up kids, families, deporting them. Doesn't matter if they're fucking citizens or not. And white people aren't moved to do shit. So you think when they come down and they try to attack interracial marriage, it's going to move white people? Absolutely the fuck not. J.D. Vance, I wouldn't be surprised if he set the standard and said, I'm leaving my wife for X, Y, and Z reason. He'll make some bullshit up. And other white Americans will be like, oh, yeah, he did it? All right, yep, then it's safe for me to walk away. When you as a white person can be in an interracial marriage and you see the way the entire country is treating people that look just like your children or your partner, and you just say, I'm not political, or we don't talk about that in my house, you're fucking going to. When the government comes for your shit, well, you're probably not, because you're going to be too scared to say anything or do anything, because you're just going to be scared of violence from other white people for being in an interracial marriage. White people as a whole value white supremacy more than anything in their fucking life. 3 out of 5 white men voted for Trump, 1 out of 2 white women voted for Trump. And everything that's happening right now is what they want. And other white people that don't have a fucking spine, or other white people that don't view their partners as human beings, that don't see their children, their biracial children, as human beings, they'll walk the fuck away. I'm calling it right now.
I don't know how true this is, but I see that the state of Indiana is trying to get rid of interracial marriage. And I just want to say that if that's true, guys, some of us are in trouble. Like, we have so much more important things going on in the world, from grocery prices to gas prices to education. And what we're focused on in America is interracial marriage. Interracial marriage, that's what we're working on right now. Guys, America is literally a joke right now. Trying to stop people from loving each other. Wow. That's literally rooted in so much hate, guys. I need America to get it together. We have way more important issues at hand. If you still support Swirl Love, hit that follow button. Let me know how you're feeling in the comments.
Y'all, this world's crazy, man. Did y'all see the video? There's a senator from Indiana, and he's talking about interracial marriages. He's saying that they're going to bring it to the higher ups because it should be up to the states to decide whether they want to marry interracial couples. This is America. So in other words, they're thinking about taking away interracial marriages. And it is up for discussion. It's called the Interracial Marriage Laws of 2025. But now can we agree that America is racist now? Can we agree with this now? It's right in front of our face. I'm going to repost the video, but they're thinking about taking away interracial marriages.
The senator of Indiana, Senator Mike Braun, just said